Hello community, I hope you are doing good. In this discussion we will see how to create records using the XML file. And in case you missed previous discussion about introduction for how to import data using the XML file and the CSV file, please check link is given in the description. If you want to learn more about Odoo, you can visit the WebLearns channel. Under the home screen you can see Odoo development tutorial, and right now we are working on this playlist. If you are a beginner and want to learn from the beginning, you can visit this playlist. This is the main playlist and those are the topic wise sub playlist available. Alright, so let's back to our main topic. Guys, if you didn't subscribe this channel, please subscribe. It will help me a lot. Plus you will also get the latest notification about the upcoming sessions. So in our previous session, we already talked about how we can create records using the XML file and the CSV file, right? So in this session, I'm going to show you how actually we are trying to create the records in the XML file. So first thing is you need to understand is, let's say if I'm trying to create here some records from the user interface, right? Let's say reading, let's say writing, right? So you can see this hobbies. Right now what happened is this hobbies is not available while I install this module, right? But again, like user have to manually create these records. But Odoo also provides a different ways using the create records in the XML file. And once you upgrade or install the modules, during this process Odoo automatically create those records. All right, and while upgrade it will automatically update the existing records in case it is available. In case it's not available, then what it does is it will automatically create the new records. So what we have to do is, let me discard here. All right, so let's say first I'm going to the editor in the custom add-ons in the student profile, and this is our data file, right? I have created this one, but I didn't explain you this file, right? That's fine as of now, but because we are trying to create a new file, and here I'm trying to create, like, let's say partner data.xml, something like this. Okay, here, so first thing is, here the main signature is the XML signature, the UTF-8. Okay, this is not necessary, but it's good if you provide this XML structure. Then after, the root tag is the Odoo. It should be available, or else you will have a issue while you install or upgrade the module. Okay, here we have to do one thing. We have to use the record, this one. Okay, so this is the parent tag, and here we have to mention some field tag like this. Okay, now let's talk about this record. Here in the record we have to provide two major attributes. The one is the ID and another is the model and the ID. This is compulsory, or else your record won't be created from the XML file. Okay, here I'm trying to add a new student. Okay, so for that, like, I'm using here student 0001. This is the ID, right? And here in the model we must have to provide here that specific model name. So if you don't know the model name, then we have to use this one, this wp.student. Okay, so this is the model name we have to mention here. After that we have to use the field. Okay, why? Because if you see here, we provided here a lot of fields, right? So those fields we must have to add here. In case, let's say you want to add multiple fields and its value, then you have to mention here that name. So here let's say name, and here I'm giving you WebLearns. So this is the student name. Okay, after that the VIP gender, right? So here I have to mention VIP underscore gender. This is the field name, and here you can see this is the list of tuples, right? So this first index value we have to mention. So let's say C. So I have to mention here as a C. Then after, the roll number, right? So we have to also provide the roll number. So the roll number is the 1. After that, let's say student fees. What is the student fees, right? then we have to mention, like for example, student fees, but inside this field tag the attribute should be the name. Okay, and inside the name we have to mention here the field name. So like this way we have to do multiple fields tags we have to use here. Here let's say 10,000. It's very expensive, so let's say we are not using this one. Yeah, combo box. So this combo box having a female and the male, right? So let's say male. Then after, you can see here name, but we are not using that one. Then after, let's say the final fees, 12,000 including tax, and the gender. Yes. So what is the gender? It's male, female, and one, right? So let's say here one. So I'm providing here the one, and that's it. Now what we need to do is, right, so let's say if you created a new file, we must have to mention in the manifest under the data. Okay, and here in the top level we have to mention the data and the security files. Okay, so the main reason is those are the, once you upgrade the module, so first thing is you have to also create the records and all, right, and then after we have to mention the views and the JS related, like assets related key. This is not mandatory, but if you observe the by default Odoo's modules, right, it's having a some sequence wise. So that's the reason I'm also using slash data, because data is the folder and we have to provide here that for that file name. So partner underscore data.xml. I know this is the partner data, I mean it's a res.partner, but still we are using wb.student. So this is for the example only, but in your case if you are using that any specific model's data, then you can directly use that specific model name, right, underscore and data, and then after .xml. Well, again, this is not necessary, but you can do like that way. So in case you are working with the team, right, so anyone from the development side, they can easily check, okay, here is the partner data, here is the student data, like this. Okay, so okay, so first thing is we must mention here this file, right? Now we have to upgrade this module. So for that I'm trying to restart the service. Why we need to upgrade the module? Because this module already installed, and you can see here right now we have only one student, right? I'm going to apps, student, and this is the one I have to upgrade the module. We have to wait. All right, it's done. Let's go to student, and now you can see here, you can see WebLearns student is created, the enrollment roll number is 1, the student name is the WebLearns, right? And then after you can see here student fees is 10,000, the final fees is 12,000, there is no discount as of now. And once you open here, you can see the combo selection is the male, the name is the WebLearns, right? The VIP gen is the 3, you can see gender is also 1, right? Combo selection is the male. Then after, and by the way, this is default, we didn't mention, right, this one, but the thing is we are using the default attributes, right? Here in this XML file, if you didn't mention here that field which having a default value, then it will automatically add those values here, right? So like this way it will automatically work. Now all right, now let's say if you want to create a multiple records, right? So in that case you have to do like this, copy paste. And guys, remember the ID which you mention here in this module, it should be always unique, or else what happened, it will override the existing one. So let's say in this case, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 right? So let's say total 5 record is there, so ID I'm also giving you here the different one, and let's see how it works. So let me upgrade the module from the terminal, I mean from the PyCharm. Guys, if you don't know how to configure Odoo in PyCharm, please check editor level playlist. I already explained everything. Let me upgrade the module one more time, right? And here you can see two, right? Two records. Now once I will refresh the screen, you can see, let's say extra 4 students also added here, right? So total 5 records we created. So this is already we created, and along this one we also added 4 extra, right? So those are the one. And another thing is, if you go to here, if I'm trying to active the developer mode, right, and you can see here metadata, right? Once I click to here, and here you can see this student dot student 002, right? Why? Because we created from the XML file, and that's the reason Odoo automatically stored this metadata, and you can easily get from here. So this is basically the module name, and this is the XML ID. Okay, if I will directly create here record, right, then if I'm going to here in the debug and click to meta, you cannot see here the XML ID, right? You can create here, right? If you click here, it will automatically create for you, and you have to mention here that module name and everything, right? So as of now I'm not doing anything. So that's the main difference here. And now you can see here total 7 record is created, right? Let's see one more scenario. What about in case I copy paste everything right here like this? So let's say WebLearns 1, WebLearns 2, WebLearns 3, and WebLearns as a 4, right? You can see here the ID is same in the same module, right? You can see we are not changing this one, but I'm giving you one example. You can see student 002, right? You can see here, here, and here. Only the thing is I have provided here the name WebLearns 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now question is, if I will upgrade this module, right, what it happens? Pause this video, comment it out, and let's check. You already know, you already have any clue about this process, okay? Alright, so let's say I'm trying to upgrade one more time. I'm going to here in the front end side and refresh the screen. Boom, you can see what happened is WebLearns and WebLearns 4 is there. There is no WebLearns 2, WebLearns 3 is available anymore. And yes, WebLearns 1, WebLearns 2, and WebLearns 3 is not available, right? And if you check here the metadata, you can see still it uses the student and student 0002, right? Why? Because it will check every time, right? Once it will upgrade the module or install the module, if there is a chance, like by chance we as a developer we forgot this ID to change as a unique name, if we didn't provide any unique name in this ID, what happen is first it will create this record. If record is already created, then again it will override these values. It will call basically the write method to update this one. Again it's reading this parsing record, this again it's checking this record, right? Again it see, okay, student 001, so again it's override this one and call the write method if this method is this record is exist, or else it will create a new record. Here it's again reading this record, again it see, okay, the same ID found, so again write the call method, again it's found the same ID, and it's again update the existing record, which is this one, right? So ultimately update this record only here, okay? So that is the main purpose if you mention here the same ID. And yes, one more thing is, if the student 003, the 4 and 5 is not found, right? So that means Odoo automatically delete, unlink that particular records from the database, from that particular table. Okay, so that's also a main thing. If you missed something like this way, then you know it will override like this way. So be careful while you create the records. So again, you can see here now I have mentioned as a unique name, right? Now let me again upgrade the module, refresh the screen, and now you can see here. You see it's automatically create again new record, WebLearns 2, WebLearns 3, WebLearns 4, and this WebLearn 1 and the WebLearns, right? So like this way we can create records using the XML file. There is no limitations here to add multiple records here, okay, to create the records. The thing is you can add as much, only the thing is you have to mention the unique ID. Plus, if you are working with multiple records, right, in my case I'm using only one model, you can also add multiple models records here, or it's better you can split into the different files. Easy to find out that particular file to change in case you want to change in a future, right? So that's it for this topic. In our next session, I'm going to show you how we can add some extra data types, okay, including the image. So if you still have any doubt related to this topic, please comment below and see you in our next session.